We're gonna race.
Bottom of the...
You're a mess. I can't breathe.
The fat Amy's retired. The skinny Amy's ready to shout.
I'm Amy.
And I'm Tammy.
And we're the Slaton sisters. You're supposed to do it with me.
Shout out.
Tammy Slaton just showed off a body transformation so huge, people thought the photo was fake. The woman who once couldn't leave her bed is now standing tall, looking like a whole new person. How did Tammy go from barely moving to completely turning her life around? Let's uncover the incredible solution Tammy found that will end obesity forever. The weight that almost broke her. Just a while ago, Tammy was stuck in a scary place. Back then, the number on her scale screamed over 700 pounds. Let that sink in. That's not just high, it's dangerously high. But now, that number has dropped by hundreds. It's not a small step, it's a full-blown leap, and it's got people asking, how the heck did she pull this off? Before we dive deeper, you need to know. What Tammy went through to get here is far more intense than anyone ever guessed. And this isn't the only thing that will shock you. The numbers tell a wild story. From 725 pounds to 303. That's more than 400 pounds gone, erased, like it was never there. But it was. It was there every day, weighing her down, making life harder than it already was. And now here she is, breaking limits and proving every doubter wrong. You can't fake that kind of progress. That's blood, sweat, tears, and a whole lot of stubborn willpower. This transformation didn't happen overnight. She had surgery, sure, but surgery alone doesn't do this. What really matters is what comes after. The boring part, the rehab, the hard days, the hunger, the moments when it would have been easier to just quit. But Tammy didn't. Instead, she spent over a year in a weight loss center grinding through it. 14 months of facing everything she used to run from. That takes guts. The doctor who helped her through all this, he isn't even shocked. Dr. Eric Smith says she's one of the few who actually sticks to the plan. Not just big changes either. We're talking tiny habits, daily stuff, things that add up, even when they feel like nothing. And that's why she made it this far. Not because of luck, but because she kept at it every single day. Now there's another big move on the horizon. Skin removal surgery. It's not just about looks, it's about being able to move without pain. That loose skin is getting in the way. It's heavy, it's dragging her down, and it's not going away on its own. Usually doctors wait a few months before doing this kind of surgery, but Tammy's case? It's different. The skin is more than a nuisance, it's a problem.
And kind of go from there.
Stop tickling it, bro.
What a lot of people don't see is the emotional war behind the physical one. Tammy wasn't just fighting fat, she was fighting food addiction, depression, isolation, all those invisible things that creep in and take over. And for a while, they did. They won. But something changed. She got tired of being tired. She stopped hiding. And now she talks about it openly. She knows she's not the only one. That's why she keeps sharing her story. On Instagram, she wrote that it's never just about the food, it's about the pain underneath. And healing? That doesn't start with a salad or a treadmill. It starts in the heart. That's where the real work happens. And here's the thing no one talks about. Fame makes it worse. Imagine being watched while you fall apart. Imagine being mocked while you're just trying to survive. That was Tammy's life. Every move she made was picked apart. Every step forward was met with doubt. But now she's throwing those doubts back in everyone's face. And it feels good. You can feel it in her smile. It's not just a happy smile. It's a strong one. A smile that says, I did this. Not for fame, not for anyone else, but for herself. There's pride in it, the kind that doesn't come easy. The kind you only get after pushing through hard days, after crying behind closed doors, and after standing up again and again when all you wanted was to quit. Tammy earned that smile. She earned every single part of it. Every pound that's gone, that didn't just melt away. She worked for it. She fought for it. There were days when getting out of bed felt impossible, when moving her body hurt, when giving up seemed like the easiest thing to do. But she didn't stop. She chose to keep going. Not once, not twice, but every single day. Every step forward was a step she chose to take. And now she can look in the mirror and see not just change, but strength. There's still a long road in front of her. No, She's not finished. But just look at how far she's already gone. This kind of change, it's the kind people dream of late at night when they feel lost, the kind they wish for but never think could be real. But Tammy made it real. She didn't just hope for it, she made it happen. Slowly, bit by bit. She built a new life, one day at a time, like stacking bricks into a wall that can never be knocked down. Now people everywhere are asking the same thing. What happens next? Will she get surgery to remove the extra skin? Will she take on a brand new lifestyle, a new show, more time in the spotlight? Whatever it is, people are curious. And more than that, they care. They're cheering for her. They want to see her win. Because something about watching someone come back stronger makes us believe we can do it too. This isn't just about Tammy, it's about every person who has ever felt stuck in one place for too long. Every person who has looked in the mirror and felt helpless. Every person who thought, I can't do this, and believed it. Tammy showed that the mountain isn't too big, that the climb might be slow, but it's possible. One small step, one hard choice, one better day. Over and over again. And when you add it all up, it leads to real, powerful change. That's why people are talking. That's why this isn't just some quick update, it means something. It moves people. It lights a spark in others who are still at the bottom of their own mountain. Because if someone like Tammy, who had so many reasons to quit, didn't, then maybe there's hope for everyone else too. But losing all that weight didn't just change how Tammy looked, it changed how her whole body started to feel and work better. Your body after the pounds drop. Dropping a bunch of weight isn't just about looking different in the mirror, it changes your whole life and not always in ways people talk about. Forget the shiny before and after shots. Let's get real about what happens when the extra pounds start melting off. First off, your heart finally gets a break. That poor thing was like a hamster on a wheel, working overtime just to keep up with the pressure. The more weight you carry, the harder your heart pushes, which makes your blood pressure spike. Less weight, less effort. Your heart doesn't have to fight every second, and that's a big win. Blood sugar, that's another wild card. Carrying extra fat messes with how your body handles insulin, and when that gets out of whack, boom, welcome to type 2 diabetes. But when the weight drops, your body starts handling sugar better. It stops treating every cookie like a personal attack. Let's talk about your knees. Every single step with extra pounds is like a slow grind on your joints. Think of hauling a heavy backpack every day. Now imagine that backpack is your own body. Drop some pounds and suddenly walking doesn't feel like punishment. Your knees aren't screaming at you anymore. You might start sleeping like an actual human again. Ever snored yourself awake or stopped breathing in the middle of the night? That's often sleep apnea, and it's common if you're overweight. Drop weight, and a lot of people say their sleep just gets way better. No more gasping for air at 2 in the morning. And yes, your brain gets in on the fun too. When your body feels better, your mind follows. Some people walk around with this heavy mental fog they didn't even notice until it lifts. More confidence, more focus, even a little happiness buzz now and then. That's not nothing. Now let's stir the pot a bit. Some cancers, they've got ties to fat. Breast, colon, and others don't play nice with extra weight. Trim down and the chances of getting hit with one of those can drop. Not disappear, but drop. If you're trying to get pregnant, here's a curveball. Your weight might be messing with your hormones. That messes with ovulation. That messes with everything. But losing weight can help get things back on track. Your cycle might start acting normal again, and baby making becomes more of a possibility. Digestive issues love extra pounds. Acid reflux, that's a common one. Lay down after dinner and suddenly it feels like your chest is on fire. Less weight, less pressure on your stomach, and sometimes that burning feeling just chills out. Then there's your skin. Some folks swear their skin clears up once they lose weight. Could be hormones leveling out. Could be better food choices. Either way, fewer breakouts and smoother skin sound pretty good. Memory and focus can sneakily improve too. People say their brains feel sharper. Maybe it's better sleep. Maybe it's the energy boost. Doesn't matter. Thinking clearly again is something you won't want to give up. As her body got stronger, Tammy started saying yes to things she used to avoid because they felt too hard or scary. New joys found in a lighter life. Suddenly, you might find yourself saying yes to stuff you used to dodge. Beach day? Sure. Dance party? Why not? You're not hiding behind excuses anymore. You feel better and you want to show up. Clothes shopping actually gets fun. You're not stuck in the corner section with limited choices anymore. Your options open up, and you start to see yourself differently in the mirror, and that changes things. Money? Believe it or not, some people save cash after losing weight. Fewer doctor visits, fewer meds. Maybe you skip that expensive back brace or blood pressure pill. It adds up. Travel feels less like a chore. Airplane seats don't squeeze you anymore. Walking through airports doesn't leave you gasping. Exploring a new city doesn't feel like running a marathon. You may start loving stuff you used to hate, like hiking or biking. Even just walking around the block feels lighter. Your body starts to want to move instead of protest every step. The people around you, they might notice a change too. You have more energy, you're up for more, and that spills into friendships and family. You might laugh more, talk more, do more. Ever heard of metabolic syndrome? It's like a bundle of health problems that hang out together. High blood pressure, bad cholesterol, too much sugar in the blood. Guess what? That whole crew tends to break up when you drop weight. And while we're at it, let's talk immunity. Carrying around too much weight can wear down your defenses. Viruses sneak in easier, but drop the pounds and your body gets stronger at fighting off all kinds of stuff. Hormones calm down too. Fat plays with your hormones like a bored kid messing with a stereo. Weight loss can turn the volume down on all that chaos. Gallstones? Nobody wants them. They show up more when you're carrying extra weight. Lose it, and your odds go way down. Breathing becomes easier. Not just during workouts, but all the time. Even stairs don't seem like a monster anymore. Your kidneys stay safer too. If your blood sugar and blood pressure are lower, your kidneys don't suffer. Makes sense. Balance gets better. You feel more steady on your feet, your body moves more naturally when it isn't dragged down. Even gout, that super painful joint thing, can back off. Less weight, less uric acid building up, fewer painful flare-ups. And the biggest kicker of all? Energy. Pure, raw energy. Moving through your day doesn't feel like pushing through mud. You wake up with more fire, you go to bed feeling like you actually did something. Even with all the good changes, being too heavy for too long still cause big problems inside her body that most people don't notice right away. The heavy toll of too many pounds. Let's not sugarcoat it. Carrying way too much body fat messes with your health in a whole bunch of ways. Not just your heart, not just your knees. We're talking everything from your breathing to your brain, your intimate life to your sleep. And no, it's not just about looks or fitting into those old jeans. It's about feeling awful and getting sick in ways that sneak up on you. Here's the thing. Your heart can only take so much. When there's too much weight, your heart works overtime. Think of it like asking a small engine to haul a giant truck every single day. That pressure hikes up your blood pressure, raises your bad cholesterol, and pushes down your good cholesterol. This messy mix sets you up for serious stuff. Heart attacks, heart failure, even death. It's not a maybe. It's a ticking clock. And diabetes, that one hides in plain sight. When you've got extra fat, especially around your middle, your body stops listening to insulin. Sugar builds up in your blood like a traffic jam, and your cells get none of it. That makes you tired, dizzy, moody. Over time, it fries your nerves, messes up your eyes, beats up your kidneys, and eats away at your feet and hands. Still want to ignore it? Let's talk breathing. Think it's just snoring. Wrong. When you're carrying too much, your airway gets squished. You stop breathing while sleeping and don't even know it. That messes with your sleep, your energy, your focus. Over time, it slams your heart again and even puts you at risk for strokes. Every night becomes a danger zone. Then there's your joints. They weren't built to carry all that weight. Knees crack, hips ache, and you start moving less because everything hurts. That leads to less activity, which makes the weight stick even harder. It's a trap, and it hurts more than just physically, it chips away at your independence. You think cancer only shows up in smokers or unlucky folks? Think again. Some cancers love to grow in bodies carrying too much fat. breast, colon, pancreas, kidneys, they're all more at risk. The reason isn't fully clear, but some doctors point to fat-driven inflammation and wild hormones as the culprits. Basically, fat stirs up trouble. Let's not skip the liver. Even if you never touch alcohol, extra fat can mess it up. That's called fatty liver disease. Fat clogs the liver, turns into swelling, and can end in scars and liver failure. And you might not even feel it until it's way too late. Ever had a gallstone? If not, count yourself lucky. Too much weight adds cholesterol into the bile in your gallbladder. That thick mix forms stones that hurt like nothing else. Some people need surgery to yank the whole thing out, all because of fat. Now kidneys. These guys are quietly doing work around the clock, filtering your blood. But if your blood pressure and blood sugar are too high, which often happens when you're too heavy, those filters get ruined. Slowly, quietly, until you're staring at dialysis. Fertility takes a hit too. For women, periods get weird or disappear. Getting pregnant becomes harder. Pregnancy itself gets more dangerous with higher odds of diabetes and pressure issues. For men, let's just say things downstairs may not work as well as they should. Mental health doesn't get a pass either. Depression hits harder. Anxiety climbs. Feeling judged, left out, or invisible eats at you. All that weighs on your confidence, and that's heavy too. We act like people should just be positive, but the world doesn't make it easy. Digestion? Yeah, that gets messed up as well. When you're too heavy, acid backs up into your throat. That burning feeling after meals, that's your body waving a red flag. It's called reflux, and it gets worse if you lie down after eating. Every meal turns into a gamble. Your skin isn't safe either. Dark patches can pop up where your skin folds. Moisture and heat get trapped, causing rashes, infections, or sores that don't heal fast. Itching, chafing, and embarrassment become part of daily life. Blood clots? They don't sound scary until they hit. Excess weight slows down blood flow, especially in the legs. A clot can break free and head to the lungs. That's called a pulmonary embolism. It can ruin you fast. Then there's your brain. You may not think fat can mess with your thinking, but it does. Stroke risk goes up. Memory and focus start to blur. Brain fog becomes real. When you mix bad blood flow, high pressure, and sugar overload, your brain starts paying the price. Hormones go out of balance too. For some women, this leads to PCOS. That means more hair where it shouldn't be, acne, and skipped periods. It can mess with your ability to have kids. It also makes you gain more weight even if you try everything to stop it. Sleep isn't safe either. Beyond just the stop-start breathing, your body starts forgetting how to breathe deeply while you sleep. You get less oxygen, more carbon dioxide. That makes you feel groggy, grumpy, and never well-rested, even after 8 hours. Is Tammy's transformation truly real, or is there more going on behind the cameras that we're not seeing? Tell us what you think, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more.